Hi, Dr. Wilson.
Hi, Shelly.
Thank you for seeing me today.
No, I'm so glad you emailed me with all of your questions.
Yeah. Okay, so my husband and I just recently got married.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we are thinking about starting a family. And so, and I also have just been recently informed that I am a carrier for Lowe syndrome.
Okay.
And so I wanted to come in and see what that's all about.
Okay, well, Lowe syndrome is a very rare disease.
Mm-hmm.
The ratio is 1 in 500,000 are affected by Lowe syndrome, but it only affects males because it's an X-linked,
Okay.
Syndrome.
Syndrome.
Yeah, so that, and it's a defect in the gene that is called OCRL1.
Okay.
So, and it's a mutation. But what else do you know about?
See, I did some research, and I know that the characteristics for it are that the child will be born with cataracts, which can be removed within the first few months, and that glaucoma can be a problem, but that also can be fixed with surgeries and shots throughout the child's life. And then I've heard about the kidney problems, that the renal disease and that sort of thing that can form because the certain substances aren't passed through the urine, like sodium and potassium and things.
Correct.
And so, and then also the brain abnormalities.
And all of these can affect the child's quality of life and the expected living age of the child.
Right. I knew that the life expectancy was short before now, but I wanted to know what should I be prepared for.
The longest case of a child who had Lowe syndrome lived to be 54.
Okay.
So it is shorter, and the average life expectancy is between late 20s to early 40s.
Okay.
And that is, very average. The quality of life, though, can really range in a wide spectrum, depending on, the renal manifestations and the kidney problems and all of that. The common causes of death for a child with Lowe syndrome are usually respiratory problems.
Okay.
Or sudden death in their sleep is usually common.
Okay.
But then also, a child with Lowe's can also be prone to epileptic seizures. So those are things that can affect the learning ability of a child with Lowe's and all of that goes with it.
Okay.
So he'll also have symptoms, that for his learning abilities that will be affected by the epileptic seizures.
Okay.
And then, so the quality of life could really range and be unique to your child.
Okay. So there's no telling what I'm in store for, basically.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
And then the diagnosis for a child when you find out you're pregnant.
Okay.
You can get tested right away or after. So it can be pre or postnatal. But in both cases, you're going to have to get an enzyme deficiency analysis.
Okay.
And it'll show a phosphate deficiency, which is the result of that OCRL1 DNA mutation that I was talking to you about.
Okay.
And then you'll also have to get that DNA analysis to see if you have that OCRL1 deficiency or mutation.
Okay.
And those can all be done prenatally or postnatally, whatever is more comfortable for you.
Okay. And then if I wanted to find out that, I could come in when I'm just still in the womb and find out if my baby would have it.
Exactly.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So that it can all be, taken care of, and then once you would find out, you would, you can take the proper measures to plan and just get ready for everything that's in store. And again, it only affects males. So that's another thing that, if you're having a girl,
we know that
you won't need to worry about it.
Okay.
But she could be a carrier as well, so that's something that you might want to take into consideration. And then you'll just remember that it's a gene mutation.
Okay.
It's the gene OCRL1 and affects the enzyme. It affects causes on the enzyme that's called PIP25. And again, it has to do with the phosphate and just being not working correctly.
Okay.
But once you know you're pregnant, we can take the next steps for you to come back in, and we'll talk about what exactly is going on and what you'll need to plan for.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dr. Wilson. You've been a great help.
Thanks, Shelly.
And I will make a new appointment whenever we find out.
Great.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.